Hi.
Hi, how are you guys?
Oh, good. How are you?
I'm great. So my name is Tabitha and I'm here with MusicXclusives. And we have watched the first episode and we have so many questions to ask you all. So starting off, what made you want to do reality TV?
Me myself, I thought that it would be a good opportunity for us to kind of reintroduce ourselves again. A few years ago, a lot of people still to this day ask, "What happened to y'all? What happened?" It's like we were like poof, gone, and we got that for years. So when this idea was brought up, it was like, what other way than to come and say hi to our fans again? We missed y'all. We went through things in our lives, and but we're still here, and we miss y'all.
Okay, and
Right.
the same goes for you, LeMisha?
Look, for me, it was the concept that drew me in. It wasn't the fact that it was reality show because I'm not really one that likes to. I'm kind of private, so my personal being is very important to me, and my private life is very important to me. But the concept of being with other girl groups and putting together an album and that stuff, that's what really kind of spoke to me and kind of appealed to my and is the reason that I joined the show.
Yeah, Misha, her gift is being behind a booth, like writing and listening to music and being in the studio. That's always been Misha's gift. That's where I think, if maybe I'm wrong, sis, but that's where you find your peace.
Well,
Mhm.
speaking of being behind the scenes, have you all been working behind the scenes and not just like in the public spectrum, but have you been doing music that we didn't know about behind the scenes?
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Irish. I definitely have been like dibbling and dabbling back and forth. I have a daughter that's singing now, so I'm in the studio with her creating. So yeah, and a couple of family members and friends that I've worked with a few times and things like that, but nothing major, nothing on the scale that we used to be on.
Okay.
right.
Now, let me just say, I have so much respect for both of you, but I saw how you were tried and tested in this first episode by some of your other group members. How do you feel, one, about the way that you may be portrayed on reality TV? And two, how did you feel with them calling you aunties and questioning your skill?
The way I feel like this, you should really be embarrassed at yourself because if you're calling me auntie, that means you're calling Beyonce auntie. Me and Beyonce aren't shy of what 6 months apart. You know what I mean? So you're talking about not just me. That's a reflection of your ignorance and the others who actually paved the way for you, sister girl. You got on wigs that look like uh, some of us aunties. you know, and I can guarantee you, if we went somewhere to a store, I would be Cardi just as well as you. And there's something to say about and excuse me for being funny, but a shape that looks older than somebody else who's 10 years older than
Okay,
you.
then. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. So, I mean, aside from them coming for both of you, you felt like you held your own. You're there for a reason. You're holding
Hmm.
it together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the truth that we majority of the girls in the home, they sold records, they've gone gold, platinum, plus, you know what I mean. Then you have two little girls who come in the picture and they want to be made known, they want to be made famous, and off of other people's backs, So heck yeah, we do deserve our spot, just like many of the girls in the home. There were unfortunately some of them who really needed more practicing and really needed more experience and to be in that home.
And more humbleness.
Exactly.
The things that you can't just teach.
Yeah.
Mhm. Exactly.
You need a
So, with
mom.
that being said, what can we anticipate seeing throughout the season? Like, do you actually confront them and share how you're sharing with me? Is there a coming together?
There's a couple of kumbayas, but I mean, as far as all of these girls, are they all going to be my best friends once we left the house? No, I mean that's the honest truth of the matter. I mean, we get along. I mean, I'm comfortable saying that I'll speak to them and say hello when I see them on the street. But as far as working with some of these girls past what was done, I'm good.
Okay, I hear you on that. Let me circle back to the facts that you gave about 702. I was not aware of all the awards and records that you all sold. I mean, I'm a fan, but I didn't know the stats of everything. So congratulations in that regard. Now,
thank you.
You're welcome. Now, moving forward, you did mention that you did more in 702. You didn't have a lot of leading songs. Are you leading more for this coming album?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Why you gotta say it like that?
It was one of those.
This is something that you'll probably have to watch. I mean, those are things that I don't want to give away too much on the show. It's a lot that transpired that changed the dynamics in the house a great deal and changed the flow of everything. And you'll just have to watch and see. You know what I'm saying? But we did what we could. We jumped in what we fit in.
We still aren't working with the girls. We still might be working with the girls. So we'll just have to see.
Well, see, now I'm invested, so I got to know a little bit more. Is everyone there to sing, or do people take on different roles, such as they learn to work behind the scenes, they learn to be a cheerleader for others? Is that something we can look forward to?
Some of them came in the beginning saying that this is the role that they wanted to play, but in hindsight, they really wanted something else. So it overlaps each other, and it unfolds in a way that even we didn't expect. So there's a lot of layers to the show that you'll see, and it is really, really an interesting show.
Okay, well, in closing, what was your biggest takeaway for each of you from this experience?
My biggest takeaway is my thing is that I learned that I love working with my sisters, Irish and Meelah. And I've learned that it's so much, working with other women, you learn how to get along with other women and, deal with other women if you're able to. I just know that the grass is always greener on the other side. And look, my grass is plenty green enough, and I'm perfectly fine living in my own little bubble with my own two sisters, Irish and Meelah.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. We had a talk with Meelah a few days ago on my birthday.
Happy belated.
Thank you. And we were telling Meelah how it opened up our whole perspective on how much we accomplished as sisters, the three of us, and how it really wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? When you look at, in hindsight, of some of these other ladies and their thought process and who they really are, we have genuine hearts, and we genuinely care about each other. So it's a huge difference when you look at it from that perspective.
Does that mean that we can anticipate something new from 702?
Time will tell.
Well, we have our fingers crossed. Do it. I'm Tabitha Williams here for MusicXclusives. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Tabitha.